I'd like to do this sort of short video on stretching. So basically when I wear a corset I like to stretch before and after. This helps sort of basically warm everything up. It makes it easier for you to lace into your corset if you've warmed up your shoulders, because you can find your laces easier and pull on them better. It also helps with compression of the waist, because your muscles are more limber and it's easier for you to stretch the muscles, which is effectively what the corset will do once it stops. You know, you get down to a reduction that actually moves your muscles. So yeah, I find that warming up your muscles, making everything limber, you're less likely to get muscle cramps or anything else when you're wearing the corset as well, just because everything's sort of all warmed up. Yeah, so what I like to do as well is I like to do these stretches twice. So once to warm up the body and the second time to give it a really good stretch. You also might notice that some of these stretches I might seem to, I don't know, push my body quite far. This is because I'm hypermobile, or my joints are quite flexible, so I really have to get into a stretch really quite far in order for it to actually work. For anyone who isn't hypermobile, you don't have to push yourself that hard when stretching. You know, for someone who's not all that flexible, and that's perfectly normal, you know, something like this might be a stretch, but for me that's nothing. So just letting you know now before I start that that's just me. You're not doing anything wrong. Okay, so what are some of the stretches I like to do? Basically we're just going to think about what sort of movements the back normally does, and those are the ones you want to loosen up. So the first ones I'll probably do though are side stretches, because when you're wearing a corset, the thing that's going to be compressed the most is the sides of the waist. It's not the back, and it's not the tummy, it's actually the side to side back. So the first stretch I'm going to do is a side stretch. So you keep everything on the same plane and you should feel a stretch up your side, just there. My top keeps riding up. And the other side, I normally do these stretches between 10 and 30 seconds depending on how I feel. I've done this, I've been trying to do this video a couple of times now, so I'm actually quite stretched, so I'm not going to push it too much. The next one is a turn, because you want to get that lovely rotation stretched out. Yep, okay. The next one I like to do is forward stretching. So forward and backward stretching might be easier for me to turn sideways. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to pull over and place my forehead on the floor. Then the next one, I'm just going to move my legs a bit, and I'm going to try and put my chest on the floor. And this is a really good stretch. I really like this one. It's very comfortable. Could do this all day, really. These pants aren't very good for stretching though. Yeah. And then the other stretch that I like to do is a more lower back stretch. Oh, that's good. I like that one. And again, some of you may find that you get a good stretch out of even sort of this far. Some of you might be able to, you know, touch your head with your feet. Honestly, doesn't matter so long as you're getting something out of it. Now this one I find also is not quite so much a stretch in some ways, but I find that it really limbers up the back. Yeah, and then, you know, I like to sort of alternate between that one and that one, because I find that they're really good. Yeah, but yeah, that's basically it. Just a couple of stretches. I find, yeah, doing your shoulders as well, you know, up, back, side, they're really, really good as well, because it helps with you having to pull on the laces. But yeah, I like to do this regimen sort of twice, and then once I've finished wearing my corset, I'll do it once as well, just sort of to get everything moving in, because I just find that it helps prevent any discomfort or aches and pains. Anyway, thank you for watching. I hope it was helpful. If you've got any questions, please leave a comment below, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye.